I am nature. I do not make mistakes. I do not create bad hair. I want to speak to every person born with curls, coils, waves, spirals, and textures the world has not always understood. To those whose hair grows toward the sky, toward the sun, toward the ancestors. To those whose hair grows thick, strong, springy, and alive. Hair that tells a story before you ever speak a word. For years, many voices were softened or trimmed out of fear of discomfort. But discomfort is where healing begins. This message is for every culture whose natural hair has been called unprofessional, messy, wild, or unacceptable. Africans, Puerto Ricans, Samoans, Indigenous Australians, Afro-Latinos, South Asians, Middle Eastern curls, Jewish curls, and anyone whose hair carries history. This is not about judgment. People straighten, relax, cover, or change their hair for many reasons. Sometimes for work, relationships, safety and survival, peace of mind, or because past trauma and nervous system overwhelm made it feel necessary just to feel safe in the world. We see you. You are not excluded. You are deeply included in this healing. No one should be shamed for doing what they needed to survive. This space is for understanding, not condemnation. This is for those who feel pressured to change themselves, for those questioning their worth, for those tired of shrinking to fit in. Human features around the world developed as responses to environment. Climate shaped us, sunlight shaped us, migration shaped us. Every texture, every shade, every shape is a masterpiece of human survival. These are not flaws. These are not mistakes. These are gifts. These are signatures. These are survival stories written on the body. I am nature. I do not make mistakes. I do not create bad hair. When features entered societies that did not understand them, fear turned into bias, bias into pressure. But this is not about shame. It is about healing. It is about remembering. It is about reclaiming. It is about honoring the features nature designed with intention. Your hair is not a burden. Your hair is not a problem. Your hair is not too much. Your hair is a story. Your hair is a legacy. Your hair is a map of where your people have been. This morning, I witnessed the same old cycle. A man wearing his natural afro met with insults, even from those who share the same ancestry. Children sent home from school, adults denied jobs, workers pressured to tame or hide their hair. People avoiding partners out of fear. Their children might inherit coils society taught them to hate. All because the true nature of these spirals remains misunderstood. I am nature. I do not make mistakes. I do not create bad hair. Afro-textured hair is not a mistake. It is not a joke. It is not a problem. It is a survival adaptation engineered by me. Those who carry coils, kinks, spirals, and upward growing hair, the texture that remembers the sun and grows toward the sky. Your hair is not random, a burden, or a challenge to be solved. It is one of my most complex and specialized designs. Your follicles curve uniquely, forming spirals that mirror vines, tendrils, whirlpools, galaxies, and unfurling leaves. This texture rises rather than falls. It holds memory, history, and the blueprint of survival. When you section it, oil it, band it, and allow it to bloom into tiny puffs, pom-poms, popcorn nuts, broccoli puffs, bantu puffs, or mini clouds, you reveal a truth only this pattern can achieve. These small, perfect spheres of softness form natural crowns without heat, without tools, without permission. I am nature. I do not make mistakes. I do not create bad hair. Coils grow upward and outward like tiny springs, creating airspace. A natural cooling chamber, heat rises and escapes. spirals guide it like a chimney. The canopy provides shade, coils slow sweat evaporation, just enough to cool the body without dehydrating it. This is a built-in air conditioning system, a biological masterpiece that kept populations alive under equatorial sun. Compare this to straight hair, which lies flat, hugs the scalp, and traps heat, evolved for colder climates, where retaining warmth was essential. Two different climates, two different needs, two different designs, both purposeful, both superior in their context. This hair appears across diverse lineages: African, Caribbean, Indigenous, Australian, Melanesian, Afro-Latino, Samoan, South Asian, Polynesian, and multicultural heritage communities worldwide. It is a global phenomenon, not owned by one people. I am nature. I do not make mistakes. I do not create bad hair. Straight hair, loose curls, and downward waves are simpler to mass produce and imitate. Your coils, spirals, puffs, and knots require technique, time, specialized care, and respect. They cannot be cheaply manufactured, they must be crafted. This complexity is not a flaw, it is a signature of distinction and value. Your hair demonstrates remarkable resilience. It returns to its natural pattern after heat, pressure, chemicals, stretching, or years of alteration. Unless the follicle is permanently damaged, it remembers its shape and purpose. This is engineered memory and adaptation. When you wear your puffs, knots, coils, or clouds, you express a living archive of survival, adaptation, ancestry, and intelligent design. It protects the scalp, insulates, cools, and shields the brain beneath, choosing to release chemicals and heat, allowing your hair to rise as designed, is not rebellion. It is restoration and alignment with my original blueprint. I have watched generations harmed. Little girls told their hair is bad before they understand the word. Scalps burned with chemicals, textures erased with heat or extensions, all in the name of fixing what was never broken. This is generational trauma disguised as grooming, internalized insult passed down like an heirloom. Children in many communities, including Puerto Rican multiracial communities worldwide, and youths in foster homes, have their curls ironed flat or controlled before they can know them. I am nature. I do not make mistakes. I do not create bad hair. You replaced my design with fear, but the truth restores dignity. Do not shrink, do not hide, do not apologize for the complexity of your pattern. Do not envy what is common. Do not diminish what is rare. You were meant to express what you were created to be. To every child teased, every adult shamed, every person told their natural hair is too much, too big, too wild, too unprofessional. You are not the problem. Ignorance is your coils are a climate crown, a shield, a story, a lineage. When you wear your tiny puffs and upward growing knots, you honor a truth older than memory, language, culture, or history, one written in every spiral and coil. That is design. Rock what they hate. You look fabulous. Your afro is your birthright. Change their hearts. Do not let them change your hair. This is reclamation. This is restoration. This is truth spoken by nature herself. I am nature. I do not make mistakes. I do not create bad hair.
A is for adaptation, the reminder that your hair is not random. It is the story of how your ancestors survived the world.
Nature put it there.
B
for birthright. The texture you inherited is not a burden, it is a legacy.
Nature put it there.
C is for coils, spirals that rise toward the sky, carrying history in every turn.
Nature put it there.
D is for dignity, the right to exist without shrinking, straightening, or apologizing.
Nature put it there.
E is for environment, the climates that shaped your texture into a masterpiece of survivor.
Nature put it there.
F is for freedom, the moment you stop asking permission to be yourself.
Nature put it there.
Key is for growth, not just the strands, but the self-acceptance that grows with them.
Nature put it there.
H is for heritage, the textures carried across oceans, borders, and generations.
Nature put it there.
I is for identity, the part of you that existed long before opinions did.
Nature put it there.
J is for journey, every curl a mile marker of where your people have been.
You change their hearts, don't let them change your hair.
Key is for knowing the quiet truth that your hair has purpose.
You change their hearts, don't let them change your hair.
L is for legacy, the inheritance written in texture, shape, and pattern.
You change their hearts, don't let them change your hair.
M is for melanin, the sun-crafted shield that protects and glows.
You change their hearts, don't let them change your hair.
L is for natural, the version of you that existed before the world had opinions.
You change their hearts, don't let them change your hair.
O is for origin, the climates, lands, and histories that shaped your features.
You change their hearts, don't let them change your hair.
P is for power, the strength that comes from embracing what was always yours.
You change their hearts, don't let them change your hair.
Q is for quiet strength, the resilience woven into every strand.
You change their hearts, don't let them change your hair.
R is for roots, the connection between your body and your ancestry.
You change their hearts, don't let them change your hair.
S is for survival, the truth that your features were designed to protect you.
Heritage is the real threat, that's why they discriminate.
T is for texture, the pattern that makes your hair uniquely yours.
Heritage is the real threat, that's why they discriminate.
U is for unapologetic, the freedom to exist without shrinking.
Heritage is the real threat, that's why they discriminate.
T is for value, the worth that does not depend on approval.
Heritage is the real threat, that's why they discriminate.
W is for worth, the reminder that you deserve respect exactly as you are.
Heritage is the real threat, that's why they discriminate.
X is for X factor, the rare spark that cannot be duplicated.
Heritage is the real threat, that's why they discriminate.
Y is for yes, the affirmation you give yourself every morning.
Heritage is the real threat, that's why they discriminate.
Z is for zenith, the highest point of your becoming.
Heritage is the real threat, that's why they discriminate.
Listen closely. This is for the ones who still do not know. The Crown Act is rising. It stands for creating a respectful and open world for natural hair. It says your coils, your puffs, your braids, your lokes, your twists are not unprofessional. They are not a distraction. They are not a violation. This law protects the right to wear your natural texture, your cultural heritage, your ancestral crown. In schools, in workplaces, in public spaces, without fear, without penalty, without erasure. Passed in states across America and moving forward nationwide, the Crown Act declares, your hair is not a dress code violation. Your hair is not a hiring risk. Your hair is dignity. Your hair is identity. Your hair is protected. So whether you wear it free, whether you wear it protected, whether you wear it today or one day soon, know this truth. Nature put it there. The law is finally catching up and the world is learning. Our hair, our rights, our crown, our choice. You change their hearts. Do not let them change your hair.
I am nature. I do not make mistakes. I do not create bad hair. Those coils are mine. Before we go deeper, let us ground ourselves. It is healthy and sacred to pause and breathe when truth this deep has been spoken. This misinformation, this inherited self-hatred, this reprogramming has lasted for centuries. One of the most powerful ways the mind and nervous system rewire is through repetition. So I will repeat key truths deliberately. Not because you didn't hear them, but because your brain needs time to absorb what it has been trained to reject. The mind wanders. It distracts. It resists what challenges old programming. So stay with me. Breathe. Let the word settle into your body. I will circle back to what matters most so it can take root. And then we will continue this healing journey, before we close with the mantra. And then there are the children. The ones who never got to meet me on their own terms. The ones whose first introduction to their own hair was through someone else's shame. I watched you take little girls and tell them their hair was bad before they even knew what bad meant. I watched you sit them in chairs. Burn their scalps with chemicals. Glue strangers' hair onto their heads. And call it fixing them. I watched you do it in houses. In salons. In foster homes. In places that were supposed to be safe. There was a little girl who asked a question. You should have asked yourselves. If God created us, why would God give only one group of people bad hair? No one answered her. They just kept pouring chemicals on the question, until the follicles gave up, and the hair stopped growing in certain places. You called it maintenance. I call it what it is. Damage. To the scalp, to the body, to the mind, to the story that child was supposed to tell herself when she looked in the mirror. And this is where the global shame cycle begins. A child hears an insult. She believes it. She grows up. She repeats it. She passes it down. And suddenly, the shame is older than she is. Older than her mother. Older than her grandmother. Older than the migration that carried her ancestors across the world. This is generational trauma disguised as grooming. This is internalized insult disguised as beauty standards. This is misinformation passed down like an heirloom. You did not let her learn how her coils worked. You did not let her feel what clean, natural hair felt like. After water and gentle hands. You did not let her discover the pattern I wrote into her roots. You replaced my design with your fear. And now you look around and say, see, our hair won't grow. See, we have to wear wigs. See, we have no choice. But some of those choices were made for them before they could even speak. By guardians who were taught to hate what I created. By parents who were handed the same lies. By systems that never bothered to learn how to care for the hair they were responsible for. This is not just one culture's story. There are children in many communities whose curls and coils are erased before they ever get to know them. Puerto Rican children whose tight curls are ironed flat until no one remembers what their real texture looks like. Mixed heritage children told to tame their hair so they can fit in. Foster youth whose hair is neglected, weaponized, are chemically controlled instead of nurtured. You call it grooming. I call it rewriting my work without understanding the language. And here is the part you never realized. When you teach a child that their natural hair is bad, you are not just talking about hair. You are talking about their origin, their ancestry, their place in the world. You are telling them that the way I designed them needs to be corrected, and that is a wound that does not wash out with shampoo. So let me regulate your nervous system for a moment. Let me speak directly to the child still living inside the adult. Your hair is not the problem. The lies were. Your coils were never the enemy. The shame was. Your texture was never the flaw. The misinformation was. I designed those coils with purpose. You were taught to fear that purpose before you even knew what it was. And I am not okay with that. I engineered those afro coils for survival. Stop mocking my work. Stop discriminating against what I designed. Those coils are mine. I engineered a highly advanced, sophisticated built-in cooling system, not bad hair. Now come closer. All of you. The children who grew up. The ones who learned to hide their hair before they learned to spell their names. The ones who sat in chairs with burning scalps and silent questions. The ones who were told their reflection needed to be corrected before they even understood what a reflection was. Come closer. I'm talking to you now. You have carried shame that never belonged to you. You have carried insults that were never yours to hold. You have carried generational wounds in your scalp, in your mirror, in your memories, in the way your hands hesitate before touching your own hair. Let me take some of that weight off your shoulders. You were never the problem. Your hair was never the problem. The world's ignorance was. You were taught to fear the very thing I designed to protect you. You were taught to distrust the coils that kept your ancestors alive. You were taught to straighten your history, until it no longer resembled you. But hear me now, your hair is not a burden. It is a biography, a climate, a lineage, a survival story written in spirals. Your coils are not too much. They are exactly enough. They are the perfect response to the sun your ancestors walked under. They are the perfect memory of the world that shaped you. They are the perfect engineering for the heat your lineage endured. And the shame you inherited. That wasn't yours. That was handed down like a broken heirloom, wrapped in someone else's fear, passed from generation to generation, until it reached you. But you are the one who gets to put it down. You are the one who gets to say, "This ends with me." You are the one who gets to breathe differently, touch your hair differently, see yourself differently, teach differently, love differently, raise the next generation differently. So let me regulate your nervous system for a moment. Let me speak directly to the part of you that still flinches. When someone mentions your hair, breathe. You are safe now. Your hair is safe now. Your identity is safe now. You do not have to earn acceptance. You do not have to apologize for your texture. You do not have to justify your coils. You do not have to shrink your presence to make someone else comfortable. You are allowed to exist, exactly as I designed you. And if no one ever told you this before, I will tell you now. Your hair is not a mistake. Your hair is not a flaw. Your hair is not a problem to solve. Your hair is a climate-born crown, a cooling system, a shield, a story, a gift. And you deserve to know that. You deserve to know it as a child. You deserve to know it now. And you deserve to pass that truth forward. So no child after you ever has to unlearn themselves, just to survive. This is the healing. This is the remembering. This is the restoration. And I am not finished yet. I engineered those afro coils for survival. Stop mocking my work. Stop discriminating against what I designed. Those coils are mine. I engineered a highly advanced, sophisticated built-in cooling systems, not bad hair. I engineered those afro coils for survival. Stop mocking my work. Stop discriminating against what I designed. Those coils are mine. Before we go any further, I need to say something clearly, so no one walks away from this song carrying a weight that does not belong to them. This is not about blame. This is not about pointing fingers. This is not about shaming anyone for what they did not know, what they were taught too early, or what they were pressured into believing. Some of you were children when these ideas were handed to you. Some of you were raised in homes where shame was spoken as casually as breathing. Some of you were taught to fear your own reflection before you ever had a chance to understand it. Some of you survived environments where straightening your hair felt like the only way to stay safe, the only way to be accepted, the only way to avoid punishment. And some of you lost your hair through no fault of your own, burned, damaged, chemically altered, before you even had a choice. If you wear wigs, weaves, extensions, scarves, wraps, or anything else that helps your nervous system stay calm, that helps you feel grounded, that helps you feel like yourself, you are not wrong for that. You are not being judged for that. You are not being called out for that. You are doing what you need to do to regulate your emotions, to protect your peace, to move through the world without spiraling. And I honor that. This song is not here to make you feel guilty for the ways you survived. It is here to make sure the next generation does not inherit the same misinformation, the same shame, the same confusion, the same wounds. This is not about punishing the past. This is about protecting the future. If you were never taught the truth, that is not your fault. If you passed down what you were taught, that is not your fault. If you are only learning this now, you are right on time. All I ask, all I have ever asked, is that you do not pass the wound forward Teach your children the truth. Guide them with clarity instead of fear. Let them meet their hair. Without apology. Without shame. Without correction. This is where the cycle ends. With you. Not in judgment, but in awareness. I engineered those afro coils for survival. Stop mocking my work. Stop discriminating against what I designed. Those coils are mine. I engineered a highly advanced, sophisticated built-in cooling system, not bad hair. Number 1. Thousands of posts describe losing friends after going natural, partners discouraging natural hair, partners leaving when weaves were removed, coworkers treating them differently, being told they look better with straight hair, being rejected on dating apps when wearing natural hair, being told natural hair is unprofessional. People say things like, when I wore my natural hair, men ignored me. When I wore a wig, they lined up. My friends stopped inviting me out when I went natural. I got more compliments from strangers when I wore straight hair than when I wore my own. These are real testimonies. Number 2. YouTube and TikTok. Creators openly share, I lost my job because I wore my natural hair. My husband told me to wear wigs because he didn't like my afro. People treat me like a different person depending on my hair. This is common, not rare. Number 3. Sociological studies. Research on texturism shows people with looser curls or straight hair receive more social acceptance. Natural hair is associated with less professionalism in biased environments. Dating preferences are influenced by Eurocentric beauty standards. People with tightly coiled hair face more discrimination. This is scientifically documented. Number 4. Workplace discrimination. Before the Crown Act, people were fired, denied promotions, told to fix their hair, told natural hair was unacceptable. This is legally documented. Number 5. Relationship fetishization. Some people admit they only date individuals with looser curls, straight hair, mixed race features. This is discussed in Black dating forums, African diaspora forums, Caribbean forums, Latinx natural hair spaces. People say, he only liked me when I wore wigs. She only dated me because she wanted mixed kids with curly hair. When I went natural, he lost interest. This is real, and it is rooted in shame, colonial beauty standards, and internalized trauma. Now that we've cleared the air, let me ask you to try something. Not to shame you, not to expose you, but to help you see the world the way I see it. Let's do an experiment. Think back to the times you wore hair that looked nothing like your own. The wigs, the weaves, the extensions, the straightened styles that mimicked a climate your ancestors never lived in. Did you notice how suddenly certain people wanted to be your friend? How strangers treated you with more softness? How coworkers smiled more? How dates appeared out of nowhere? How people who once ignored you suddenly found you beautiful, acceptable, professional, worthy. Now try this. Go natural for 1 week. Just one. Wear the coils I designed for you. Wear the texture that remembers your lineage. Wear the pattern that kept your ancestors alive. And watch what happens. Watch who stays. Watch who disappears. Watch who stops calling. Watch who suddenly becomes busy. Watch who tells you, I liked you better before. Watch who says, you should straighten it again. Watch who says, you can't work here with that. Watch who says, you look unkempt. Watch who says, that's not professional. Watch who says, I'm not attracted to that. Watch who says nothing at all, and simply drifts away. And then watch the few who remain. The ones who say, you look beautiful. You look like yourself. You're inspiring me. I wish I had your courage. I wish I had known this sooner. I wish someone taught me this when I was young. Those are your people. The rest were never choosing you. They were choosing the disguise. And I need you to understand this. If someone only loves you when you are wearing hair that was never designed for your climate, they are not loving you. They are loving a costume. If someone only respects you when you hide the coils I engineered, they are not respecting you. They are respecting a mask. And if someone leaves you the moment you return to yourself, they were never with you. They were with the shame you were taught to carry. This experiment is not about judgment. It is about clarity. It is about seeing who is truly in your life for you, and who is only there for the stereotype, the fetish, the performance, the illusion. Because when you go natural, you don't lose people, you lose the people who were never meant to stay. I engineered those afro coils for survival. Stop mocking my work. Stop discriminating against what I designed. Those coils are mine. I engineered a highly advanced, sophisticated built-in cooling system, not bad hair. Now that the truth has been spoken, now that the shame has been named, now that the wounds have been acknowledged, it's time for you to reclaim what was always yours. Your identity, not the one the world handed you, not the one shame carved into you, not the one you were pressured to perform, not the one you wore to survive. I'm talking about the identity you were born with. The one I shaped before you took your first breath. You have spent years, some of you decades, trying to fit into climates your hair was never designed for. Trying to fit into standards that were never meant for you. Trying to fit into mirrors that were never built to reflect you. But you don't have to do that anymore. You can take back your reflection. You can take back your lineage. You can take back your story. You can take back your hair, without apology, without explanation, without shrinking yourself to make someone else comfortable. Your coils are not a burden. They are a birthright. Your texture is not a flaw. It is a fingerprint. Your pattern is not a problem. It is a passport to your ancestry. You have the right to exist, exactly as I designed you. You have the right to walk into a room with your natural hair, and not brace for impact. You have the right to be seen, without being corrected. You have the right to be loved, without being altered. And if no one ever taught you how to care for your hair, you can learn now. If no one ever taught you how to love your hair, you can begin now. If no one ever taught you how to protect your hair, you can start today. You are not late. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are simply returning to the version of yourself that the world tried to hide. This is reclamation. This is restoration. This is remembering. And I am right here with you as you take back what was always yours. I engineered those afro coils for survival. Stop mocking my work. Stop discriminating against what I designed. Those coils are mine. I engineered a highly advanced, sophisticated built-in cooling system, not bad hair. Listen to me now, because this is the part where everything changes. I have spent centuries protecting you. From the sun, from the cold, from the wind, from the heat, from the world you were born into, and the world you migrated into. I shaped your hair to shield you. I shaped your skin to guard you. I shaped your features to help you survive in the climates your ancestors walked through. But I cannot protect what you keep destroying. I cannot defend what you keep apologizing for. I cannot preserve what you keep hiding. I cannot honor what you keep rejecting. I gave you coils to release heat. I gave you strands to hold warmth. I gave you textures that remembered the land your lineage came from. But somewhere along the way, you stopped listening to me and started listening to the world. A world that never studied you. A world that never understood you. A world that never cared about the climates that shaped your ancestors. A world that judged you through the lens of its own ignorance. So here is my warning, and my comfort, and my truth. If you continue to reject the parts of yourself that I designed with intention, you will continue to feel lost. You will continue to feel disconnected. You will continue to feel like you are living in a body that does not belong to you. But if you return to yourself, if you return to your coils, your texture, your lineage, your truth, you will feel something you have not felt in a very long time. Alignment, not perfection, not performance, not approval. Alignment, the feeling of being at home in your own body, the feeling of being rooted instead of drifting, the feeling of being whole instead of edited. I am not asking you to abandon your styles, your creativity, your expression. I am asking you to stop abandoning your origin, because I can only protect what you stop destroying. I can only heal what you stop hiding. I can only restore what you stop rejecting. And I am ready to restore you the moment you are ready to return to yourself. I engineered those afro coils for survival. Stop mocking my work. Stop discriminating against what I designed. Those coils are mine. I engineered a highly advanced, sophisticated built-in cooling system, not bad hair. Before you go, I want you to hear me one last time. You were never meant to spend your life fighting the body I gave you. You were never meant to apologize for the texture that protected your ancestors. You were never meant to inherit shame instead of knowledge. You were never meant to carry insults that were never yours to begin with. You were meant to exist as yourself, not as an edited version, not as a corrected version, not as a diluted version, not as a version shaped by fear. As yourself. The world may not have taught you that. Your family may not have taught you that. Your community may not have taught you that. Your childhood may not have taught you that. But I am teaching you now. You are allowed to return to the version of you that the world tried to hide. You are allowed to touch your hair without flinching. You are allowed to see your reflection without bracing. You are allowed to exist without shrinking. You are allowed to love what I designed without asking for permission. And if you choose to wear wigs, weaves, extensions, braids, wraps, or anything else that brings you peace, do it, not out of shame, not out of fear, not out of pressure, but out of choice. Because healing is not about abandoning expression. Healing is about abandoning the lie that you were ever inadequate. And before you judge anyone for covering their hair, listen to me carefully. There are people walking this earth whose hair was damaged long before they had a voice. Children who sat in chairs while chemicals burned through their follicles. Children who were braided too tightly, relaxed too early, weaved too often, handled too harshly. Children who had no say in what was done to their scalp. Some of them grew into adults with permanent thinning, permanent bald patches, permanent scarring, permanent loss from wounds they did not choose. Some of them would love to wear their natural hair proudly, but the damage done to them took that choice away. So they wear wraps, they wear scarves, they wear wigs, they wear coverings, not out of vanity, but out of necessity, not out of shame, but out of protection, not out of hiding, but out of emotional regulation and nervous system safety. Do not judge them. You do not know their story. You do not know their pain. You do not know the childhood their scalp survived. Honor them. Honor their journey. Honor their resilience. Honor the fact that they are still here, despite what was taken from them. So here is my final blessing. May you walk through the world with the confidence of someone who finally understands their own blueprint. May you teach the next generation what you were never taught. May you break the cycle instead of inheriting it. May you see your hair as the climate-born crown it has always been. May you remember that you were designed with intention. May you never again apologize for the way you were created. And when the world tries to make you forget, come back to this truth. You are not a mistake. You are not a flaw. You are not a problem to solve. You are a survival story, a lineage, a climate, a design, a masterpiece. Return to yourself. I'll be here when you do. Sincerely, Nature.
I engineered those afro coils for survival.
Stop mocking my work. Oh, my afro is my birthright.
Stop discriminating against what I designed. Those coils are mine.
Change their heart. Don't let them change your hair.
I engineered a highly advanced, sophisticated built-in cooling system. Not bad hair.
Rock what they hate. You look fabulous.
Oh, I engineered those afro coils for survival.
Stop mocking my work. Oh, my afro is my birthright.
Stop discriminating against what I designed. Those coils are mine.
Change their heart. Don't let them change your hair.
I engineered a highly advanced, sophisticated built-in cooling system. Not bad hair.
Rock what they hate. You look fabulous. I engineered those afro coils for survival. Stop mocking my work. Oh, my afro is my birthright.
Stop discriminating against what I designed. Those coils are mine.
Change their hearts. Don't let them change your hair. Rock what they hate. You look fabulous. Rock what they hate. You look fabulous.
Rock your afro.
Hate you look fabulous.
Rock your afro.
Hate you look fabulous.
Rock your afro.
You look fabulous.
Rock your afro.
You look fabulous.
Rock your afro.
Look fabulous.
Rock your afro.
You look fabulous.
Let's go afro.
You look fabulous.
Let's go afro.
My work. Oh, my afro is my birthright.
Stop discriminating against what I designed. Those coils are mine.
Change their heart. Don't let them change your hair. Rock what they hate. You look fabulous. Rock what they hate. You look fabulous.
Rock your afro.
Hate you look fabulous.
Rock your afro.
Hate you look fabulous.
Rock your afro.
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 You look fabulous. Oh, whoa.
My hair is not a burden, it's a birthright. My hair is not a burden, it's a birthright. My hair is not a burden, it's a birthright. My hair is not a burden, it's a birthright. My hair is not a burden, it's a birthright. My hair is not a burden, it's a birthright. My hair is not a burden, it's a birthright. My hair is not a burden, it's a birthright.
To every human being who has ever been told to alter their natural features, this message is for you. Across the world, in every culture, some of you were born with dark skin that carries depth and brilliance. Some of you were born with coily, springy, tightly textured hair that grows in patterns as intricate as fingerprints. Some of you were born with full lips that express emotion with power, and broad noses shaped by generations of ancestry. Yet across continents, from the Caribbean to South Asia, from Latin America to Africa, from indigenous nations to the Middle East, many of you were told that these features needed to be corrected, softened, straightened, lightened, or erased. As we've said before, to those of you who changed your appearance for safety, for peace of mind, for your nervous system, for your job, for your relationships, or for your place in your culture, you are included here. Nature says, I do not judge you. I understand the pressures you faced. I know the choices you made were for your well-being. Rest assured, you are part of the story. You belong in this documentary. You did what you needed to do to feel safe, to survive, to navigate your world. And now, to the rest of you, who still carry the weight of being told your natural features were wrong, this next message is for you. And now the next voice you shall hear is nature herself. Hello, I am nature. I do not make mistakes. I did not create bad hair. You are beautiful and perfect, just the way I need you. I created you with intention. I crafted your features with precision. I do not make mistakes. This documentary is a reminder that your features are not flaws, they are masterpieces. To everyone who has ever been shamed for their dark skin, remember the strength of the people you come from. Your history is a story of brilliance, survival, and unbroken pride. You are beautiful and perfect, just the way I made you. You are beautiful and perfect, just the way I made you. In the beginning, your ancestors stood tall in their identity. They shaped their hair into afros, locks, twists, cornrows, and braids, not trends, but declarations of culture. They celebrated full lips as symbols of expression. They honored broad, dominant noses as marks of lineage. They cherished dark skin as a living archive of ancestry. But something changed when society elevated images that erased these features. Representation shifted toward lighter skin, straighter hair, narrower noses. Many were taught, falsely, that beauty meant abandoning their own reflection. That message was never the truth. To anyone who has ever doubted their beauty, hear this. Your natural skin is radiant. Your coily, springy, woolly hair is powerful. Your full lips are lush and expressive. Your broad nose carries history and distinction. You are beautiful and perfect, just the way I made you. You are beautiful and perfect, just the way I made you. Your dark skin holds depth, richness, and brilliance. Every shade has a name that honors its uniqueness. Caramel brown, rich chocolate, midnight blue, black licorice, African violet. Each tone is beautiful exactly as it is. Your natural hair is a sign of strength, identity, and creativity. If you choose to wear it natural, know that it deserves respect. Society must learn to honor the features you are born with. Your presence changes hearts. You don't need to change your hair. Anyone who mocks your features is engaging in discrimination. Your dark skin, coily hair, full lips, broad nose are not flaws, they are heritage. You deserve safety and respect. To anyone who has ever been made to feel less, your natural chocolate skin is beautiful. Your woolly, tight, spring curls are beautiful. Your full lips and broad nose are beautiful. You are beautiful and perfect, just the way I made you. You are beautiful and perfect, just the way I made you. Mm-hmm.